Since being recently accused alongside Sean Diddy Combs, Jay-Z is trying to distance himself from the rapper by claiming they were never friends. Alright, so Jay-Z's lawyer is making the claim that Jay-Z has had nothing to do with Diddy's case. Technically, he isn't denying that the rappers knew each other. What he's saying is that they weren't like the bestest friends in the world, but more just like work colleagues. The exact words to describe the relationship were, they knew each other professionally for a number of years. Just like in all professions, people know each other. At the music awards, they support each other. If you go to the NBA All-Star game, they support each other. That's just how professions work. There is no closer association between any of them. That's also a matter of fiction. People expected Jay-Z to deny any involvement with the case. It's a serious accusation that would ruin his life if he is found guilty. However, the fact that Jay-Z's lawyer is saying that the men were not friends has people baffled. I mean, no one really knows what goes on in celebrity lives behind closed doors, but the men haven't exactly been impartial when they interact with and talk about each other. The pair have known each other over 2 decades, going on 3. They met in the 90s when they were featured on each other's tracks, but I guess music artists do that all the time without being or staying friends. So I guess moving on from that, to get us all on the same page about the severity of this situation and what exactly Jay-Z is being accused of, let's take it back to the year 2000, the same year where Jay-Z was spotted at Diddy's 4th of July party. It's the night of the MTV VMAs, so it's early September. The lawsuit accusing Jay-Z and Diddy is centered around this night. It alleged that Diddy and an unnamed additional male celebrity harmed the plaintiff, who has been going by Jane Doe, inappropriately, while another, also unnamed female celebrity, watched. The plaintiff's recount of the night was, she attempted to sneak into Radio City Music Hall for the VMAs when she was younger. After a failed attempt, she ran into Diddy's driver. The driver told her to come back after the show. When she did, he drove her to a large white house with a gated U-shaped driveway. The plaintiff claims that when she entered the home, she was presented with a non-disclosure agreement and asked to sign. Once inside, she recounts that there was widespread use of substances, and when handed a beverage, they were also in there. In a bid to find somewhere safe to rest, the plaintiff claims she entered an empty bedroom, and it wasn't long after she entered that the trio of celebrities allegedly followed. It was then that the multiple transgressions happened, ultimately halting when the plaintiff struck Diddy in the neck. She was able to eventually escape the house and return home, but the night left its mark. The lawsuit claims that the plaintiff fell into a deep depression, which continues to affect every facet of her life. Diddy was the first of the trio to be named. The plaintiff's representation apparently contacted the unnamed male celebrity to try and come to an agreement behind closed doors, but when that was clearly not possible, they attached their name to the lawsuit officially, and the unnamed male celebrity was revealed to be Jay-Z. Both Jay-Z and Diddy continue to assert their innocence, and Jay-Z was allegedly seen at that party referenced in the suit, but again, it's unclear if he was actually the one in the room. As the new century began, Jay-Z and Diddy were spotted out many times together, but Jay-Z's lawyer once again did say that people in the same profession will of course support each other, even if they are not the closest friends in the world, especially if they're working towards the same thing, which Diddy and Jay-Z were. Rap music wasn't always the cool and respected genre of music that it is today. Every individual win was a win for everyone in the community and something to be celebrated. This wasn't the only time the pair worked together for a greater goal. In 2005, they made a joint donation of $1 million to support those affected by the devastation caused by Hurricane Katrina. They also performed at the hip-hop festival Scream Fest in 2007, which also happens to be the event where Diddy allegedly smacked Jay-Z on the behind. For anyone wildly confused about that seemingly random statement, there was video footage circulating from this festival that looks like Diddy is smacking Jay-Z's backside. Because the video was taken in 2007, it's pretty pixely, but you can make out one person coming into contact with another. 50 Cent actually reposted this video to his social medias recently, featuring a caption with the words, "I ain't never been with it." The post has been deleted, but screenshots of it exist. 50 Cent has been trolling Diddy and Jay-Z online for months. There was the video featuring the festival Behind Smack from November 2023, but then back in May of 2024, shortly after the first accusations against Diddy came out, 50 Cent posted an unflattering image of Jay-Z to his Instagram, claiming that Jay-Z was going to hibernate until everything with Diddy blew over. It referenced the fact that Jay-Z had kind of distanced himself from Diddy and was staying silent on everything, despite the pair being seen together so many times over the decades. A famous quote about their friendship actually came from a conversation about a photo taken of the pair at Diddy's birthday in 2009. A photo of Diddy and Jay-Z chatting made it into the Rock and Roll of Hip Hop exhibition. Jay-Z flew out for the party and then had to fly back immediately after because he was on tour, which is something you do for work acquaintances that you are not close friends with. You also tell people how much you value their friendship and and appreciate big gestures like that, because that's what Diddy said he was talking to Jay-Z about in that very picture. But a few years after that, in 2013, Jay-Z and Beyonce attended a party thrown by Combs. Also at this party is rapper J. Cole. J. Cole was allegedly saying inappropriate things to Diddy and then girlfriend Cassie. It got heated, a fight broke out, and Jay-Z and Beyonce had to kind of attempt to break it up, I guess. Eventually, everyone did cool off and the party continued. But right at the start of the next year, so New Year's 2014, Jay-Z and Beyonce are spotted at Diddy's New Year's Eve party. They are reported to have had a great evening, dancing the night away. Jay-Z is allegedly at Diddy's B-Day party again the next year, but Diddy's parties, before everyone found out that he was not a great person, were coveted invitations, and so a lot of celebrities were seen at them, which could mean nothing. This party was special though, because a 30-inch apple pie was served. The size of the pie is like really not important, but it's certainly ridiculous, and I just thought you should know. In 2016, Jay-Z made a surprise appearance at Diddy's Bad Boy Family Reunion tour, but celebrities pop up at tours all the time, even if they're not that close. Is Diddy's tour different? You decide. The cherry on top of this, Jay-Z and Diddy were totally just work friends cake, is Diddy's intro for Jay-Z at this tour appearance. Bad Boys celebrating 20 years of hits, but this is extended family. Whenever I get in trouble, this is the one I call. This is my strategist right here, this is my brother, which could mean nothing. Later that year, the two men were also pictured partying after the MTV Video Music Awards. But their work relationship extended far beyond parties, or that's how it seemed in 2017 when Diddy gave Jay-Z parenting advice. A weird celebrity web connection though. Liam Payne met Diddy this year and described his laugh as the most evil laugh he'd ever heard, which is just like a funny thing to say about somebody, especially considering nothing had come out about Diddy yet, so this was completely unprompted. Liam also had another quote that aged like milk, so I'm a little bit fearful of that man. It was like the most daunting celebrity experience that you could ever imagine. I thought P. Diddy was a safe bet. Obviously, I missed the mark a little bit. Obviously, Liam Payne meant nothing by his comment other than it was intimidating meeting a big name like Diddy, but in the year 2025, it did not age well. In 2018, Jay-Z attended Diddy's Halloween party. Diddy dressed up as It the Clown. The foreshadowing is wild. It's revealed that the rappers are working together on an app together that year, but right before the major 2020 event hit, in January, the Roc Nation Black Billionaire Brunch happened. At the time, both rappers were billionaires, so they were both there. Diddy's speech at the time featured many comments about his bond with Jay-Z. He said, "We here together and we gonna keep staying together and tighter." Then, you know, we had the pandemic. No one really saw much of anyone until 2022. Diddy received a Lifetime Achievement Award from the BET Awards that year, and of course, work colleague Jay-Z had to give a speech. He praised Diddy's journey and commended him for making it through all the difficulties life stacked against him. And then, finally, 1 year before everything really went down, 2023, Diddy reveals the names of two people he lets call him by his real name, Sean, his mother, and Jay-Z. He says it's because he also calls Jay-Z by his real name, which is also Sean. So it's not at all because they are friends. 2024 clearly brought a different set of challenges to the men's work relationship, and we will have to wait and see how the accusations against Jay-Z and Diddy pan out. But let us know your thoughts in the comment section. Thanks for watching. Bye!